who either respect your wise words of wisdom, or acknowledge it, or agree with it, or also have the same experiences of life to agree with your words of wisdom that have come from your wounds or your wounds. The wound, you wind up copper, you will get a motor. And all of us have the energy in us to become a little motor. Motor on the telephone, you can be a motor on a boat, you can be the motor in a car engine. The motor that you wish to become will come from the wounds, the wounding or the winding up of copper. Otherwise, your wounds, they create wisdom because you learn from them. And if you don't learn from them, do you really have words of wisdom? We shall find out. We have the lovely Sapna Chadda waiting in the wings. Can we please have Sapna on? Good morning, Sapna.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very well.
Excelente, excelente. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, you are in sunny Newcastle. Is that right?
Yes, I am very much from Newcastle. Yeah, true.
I remember now, and you used to work in the registrar's office, registering lots of births and marriages, and you left that to become a property landlady. Is that right?
That's right. I work for local authority as a deputy superintendent registrar for many years, and then I just had this longing to get into properties, and that's how it all started back in 2017.
Excelente, excelente, excelente. Right, well, please tell us, what do you say about, and has this topic come from supplement?
Yes.
right? These topics come from you, so you're going to have more knowledge on it than I do. So please explain how your vibes attract your tribe. What does that mean? What type of tribe? Is it like a tribe of warriors who've got, spears in there and their shields, and they sort of wear masks and they like ninja warriors? That type of tribe are you talking about, or are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about that type of tribe. I'm talking about people you work alongside, people you work with or people you attract, It could be in your day-to-day life, it could be, in your business, it could be even in your personal life. I feel that, we end up with those people we have similarities with, we resonate with. I mean, even if you start business with someone, as a JV, or if you choose a life partner, for in one way or the other, you always have someone in your life you either resonate with, or if you don't, then you eventually you drift away, so that's how I feel. So, and even in business as well, I feel, you only want to work, you don't realize why you like certain person, why you agreeing with certain person, because deep down your core values and their core values are matching, one way or the other. You have similar type of, outlook about life. You want to achieve similar things you want to do for your family, and maybe that person who's come along with you and wants to work, with you as a partner or whatever, they have similar type of goals. Your values are similar as well, and that's how I feel that you always attract your own type of tribe. And I think even now it goes down to, it's something very, very interesting. Although I'm involved in this business and all, but I still feel, even in mentoring as well, when people are, choosing their mentor because they feel that they can resonate with a certain type of person, or deep down they have kind of, they don't even realize, but subconsciously they have got this image. They want a certain type of personality or certain type of person to help them out in whatever help they are seeking. And I feel that, okay, we say that, we advertise ourselves and all that, but there is a lot more, there is more depth to it than, what we can say. And I feel that in this digital era as well, people actually can feel each other's energy, and that's how you feel drawn towards certain people, um, doesn't matter how much we spend on Facebook ads or anything like that, to attract people.
Yeah.
You will attract them, but I feel they will only stay with you once they have listened to you, they feel that they can connect with you in one way or the other, and they will be more drawn towards you. And I think this is going to happen even more. People think it's a digital era, but actually, because it's a digital era and we are so close to the camera, people actually can sense your vibrations, and I think we don't realize how deep this is, and it's quite interesting, because I'm actually doing a course in mindset, and my mentor actually said that, and I really could resonate with it, and I thought this is so true. I only picked that person as my mentor, as my master, because there was some core values he talked about, charity and doing things for community and all those type of things, and I could connect with it, and certain things, I think certain values, and that's what I mean, your,
Disconnected.
yeah, you always end up attracting people who
Are we connected?
resonate with you,
Can you hear me?
or people will be automatically drawn towards you, and that's the case in business as well. I don't know how you feel about it. What's your experiences
Can you
been?
hear me? आप लाइव है सर वो स्टक हुई All right, so she's stuck. Right, okay. So I think something is stuck a bit. Can we separate? Can you try
Can
and
Yeah,
redial in?
can you hear
That will be
me?
easier for you. Still alive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is she gone?
I'm here.
Continue the topic.
I'm still
So,
here.
resonation, I think. Resonance. That's one word. To resonate with people. You gotta have people bounce off you with the same type with the same type of values. Value has to come from somewhere. Now, where's it gonna come from? We have to be clear. How? What? Very clear. Nearly there. Right. Up now.
Can you hear me?
No, no.
Hello? Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Right. Okay. So, okay, this course
Can
you're
you hear
doing.
me?
What's the name of the course? Name of the course that you're doing, Sapna?
The course I'm doing about creating digital, it's about mindset and about creating, course of my own, that my niche is, so I'm working on creating my own digital course, but he goes beyond it. He, he actually, he talks about mindset as well. That, can you hear
Can't
me
hear
now?
that. You have to repeat that, please. Is that right? What? Can you try and re-log in, please? Try and re-log in. Yeah. When does it complete? You're gonna type up notes, right? ठीक है म्यूट कर देना मैं
आ गया वापस.
Sapna, can you hear me?
Hello?
Sapna can't hear me. Okay. Is, is, should we read, darling? Darling. Right, Sapna, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you see me? Can you hear me now?
Yes. I can see you,
Okay.
can hear you now. Right.
Yeah.
What's the name of the
Okay.
course, please? I'm going to ask you a question again
Right.
because we didn't hear it the first time. What's the name of the course, please?
It's a course that I'm doing. Just I wanted to do my course, on social media, and it just started this course, back in March actually. So, about learning about social media and this digital thing, that the whole thing is now, we are all on this digital thing where we just have to learn about, and learning about how to create my course as well, because I wanted to create course on my own niche as well. So this is how, I got into it. And he covers part of it is, it's all about mindset as well. And as we talk on different things, and that's what, that's one of the topic. And I'm actually experiencing it, as well. As he said, that this is so true. Even when I am mentoring, I feel that, I'm attracting people, or people who want to learn from me are the people who kind of resonate with me, because when I'm doing my, live videos, I'm quite active in my on social media myself now as well. So I feel that, those people who feel that they can get value, or they feel one way or the other, they connect with me. They're the people, who are reaching out. So I definitely feel that, there is this energy we carry with us. And I don't think there is anything wrong or anything right. It just people have that type of energy, and as soon as you feel connected, you feel drawn towards those people, and you kind of feel that yes, this person can maybe help. And I think this is the reason why certain people have this, big fan following, because maybe so many people can resonate with them in many ways. So it's quite an interesting subject, and I just thought it'll be good to, talk, and I mean, get your view as well on it. What do you think?
Okay,
That's how I feel.
excellent. Okay, so tell us, what does the course or this new way of doing business, what does it tell you in basics? What's the breakdown of it?
You mean the course that I'm doing, or the
Yeah,
course that I'm teaching?
yeah, the one that you're doing, the one that you're teaching, both of them separately, yes.
They are separate. So the course that I'm doing is just about, I just wanted to get over my fear of, facing social media, because I personally, I mean, I'm being very honest. I mean, I'm not the most extrovert person. I've always been a very introvert person, and very camera shy. This is the last thing I would like to do, come on social media. So I was very, in that respect, I was very uh, anxious about the whole thing, and I just wanted to create something with regards to the something that I'm doing, in property business. And I felt that there was that gap, because I looked for something, to get that help from me when I started my rent to rent business. So I just joined this course, digital course. So the course is mainly just about, it's about creating digital freedom, basically. So it just teaches you how to create your own course, based on, what knowledge or what niche you have. But it goes much deeper than that. The my mentor Sid, who teaches this course, I mean, he goes much deeper, into it. And I mean, something that really touched me, that the depth of his knowledge, and the spiritual side or human side, how much he understands the human psyche, and this is how he's created this massive fan following. And I think, and that's what drew me to him as well, his his level of maturity and his understanding towards the whole thing, that there is more to it than this digital world that we now see. um and that's what, and since then I've noticed as well in my own course, when I'm doing my live videos and everything now, people are listening, they're joining my course, and even, they're joining my group as well. And I feel that I've not done anything, and it's just maybe some people, they can resonate with me. And I'm not saying that I am everyone's cup of tea, there are better people who can teach better than me, but it just sometimes certain people connect with certain people in life. And I feel that is the case with the business as well. When I'm looking even deeper, that we end up doing business, or even we end up staying longer with people in business as well, when when we feel that we continue to resonate. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Sapna, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You can.
Excellent. Right, we're back now. That's it. So, right, okay, I'm now going to take us back to the basics, and I'm going to say, right, all right, so we got Rajesh backstage as well, who's waiting to join us for a snuggly little conversation between all three of us. We're going to invite in Rajesh as well. Rajesh has got lots of important questions, I'm sure, to ask about the positive vibe and how it attracts the type of tribe you belong to. What type of tribe is it? I mean, is it going to be a business tribe? Is it just going to be a collection of people who are just good, who resonate with you? Rajesh, good morning, sir. Rajesh has left us. We're with Sapna. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rajesh? Can you hear me, Sapna? Muted. Yeah. Sapna, we can't hear you. I think you're muted. Okay, I'll continue. I'll wait for Sapna or Rajesh to come back. Rajesh, how you doing, my friend? Come on.
Hello.
Morning, Rajesh. How you doing?
Morning. Morning.
Excelente, excelente. Right. We've got a very philosophical question we've got on the table today. That is, and your vibe will attract your tribe. In your case, your invisible attitude will attract people who are not visible. So we'll wait for you to come back on again. Sapna, are you there?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Wonderful. Lovely voice of Sapna. Right, Sapna. So tell us now, when you say it attracts, what's a tribe? What do you mean by a tribe? You mean a group of people who are doing the same thing? Do you mean just
Yeah,
a
I
group of
mean
people?
tribe. By tribe, I mean people who are following you or people you are working with. The tribe, all I mean is like people you are working alongside with or people who are following you. That's all I mean. I mean, it's nothing serious, not like a old-fashioned tribe, but I think it's just this phrase has become very common, and I think it's just it's just used, and I've never heard of it before as well myself. But this
Never
is so
heard.
true. Basically, what it means is you are attracting your type of people, actually, you know,
But
in business, in your own life.
does it relate to your personality only or to the business you're doing then,
It's
Sapna?
both.
Which way?
It's both. Actually, it's both. If we end up with the wrong person, we can't really stick for very long with that person because your values, their vibrations, your vibrations they don't match. It'll be too much clash. And can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can.
So
I
I
can.
feel that it's not really just about your personal life. It's also about business as well.
Mhm.
I mean, you can raise your vibrations as well. You can if you aspire to be someone else, you can become that person, by doing certain things to certain extent to yourself. But ultimately, I think whatever you are aspiring for in life, you end up working with that person, or you end up being attracted to that person in business, in personal life. And I think this is the reason why when people get married as well, after some time their their vibrations or their energy level has changed because they both have grown in different direction, and they feel that they no longer can live together or whatever. I'm not saying it's the
Okay.
nicest thing, but I think there is a lot more, there's so much depth to it. That's how I
Are you
feel
saying?
anyway.
Are you saying like people are giant vibrators? They vibrate a certain energy.
Yeah, I
What?
feel that. I think, yeah, we all have our own energy. We have our aura, we have our energy. And I feel, and this is how I think businesses as well, you will find your customers, they don't quite know why they want to work with you, why they want to trust you, because there is something about you that they can sense that you are a reliable person. similarly, even in creative business strategy that we are doing in property, why a landlord would trust you when he's never worked with you? Because there is something he's come across, he's felt those vibrations, that this seems like a reliable person. So I feel that definitely this thing, your vibes attract your tribe. It goes much deeper than what we think. It's not just about tribe. It's just basically what I'm saying is, you end up in business, in your personal life, in everything, in every aspect in your life. Because we are just carrying this energy and this aura within us. And wherever we are going, we're carrying, knowingly, unknowingly, we are actually letting people know the type of person we are. That's what I mean. I don't know how
Okay.
much you agree with it, but yeah, that's how I
No,
feel.
I agree with it. I just want to, because I don't look at things always from the way I.
Oh, you're frozen again, PJ. You seem to be having some technical issues.
Yeah.
Are you still there, Sapna?
I'm here, yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Sorry, I'm just about to go for a walk. I'm very intrigued and fascinated about your course that it's doing, because I'm looking to do my own sort of coaching course, online course as well. So I'm actually on tomorrow morning, so you will see me on tomorrow morning. But just wanted to find out a bit more about what the actual course is. I'll send you a link on invitation on LinkedIn so we can connect. But I'm also looking for something. 1 second, I'll just turn my camera on. Hiya. Sorry, so I've got my tracksuit on. I'm sort of interested. I'm always looking at ways of attracting. Like you said, I like the title as well. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I think you should use that to do your next course. I think it's a really good title.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I think it's a really good title, and yeah. I mean, have you got a? Do you do many Facebook Lives as well? Oh, here he is. Sorry, Vijay. I'm in my morning tracksuit.
At least,
Right.
nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I mean.
So, Rajesh,
the purpose of my course wasn't really, I didn't
Rajesh?
really actively seek
I'm fine.
I wasn't really seeking out with this, that I was looking for someone who I could resonate with. But what I mean is, when he talked about this, this tagline that he uses, your vibe attracts your tribe, and this is so true. Out of so many mentors, why I picked that particular person, that because obviously I agreed with his values. He made such a big thing about donating money out of whatever you're making, and things he says. The things he says, and I totally agree with, and I feel that this is so true. And in life as well, and even when I'm mentoring as well, because I mentor in for rent to rent strategy, and I'm finding the type of people I'm connecting, and people who want to work with me or want to learn from me are actually people who have same kind of they have, maybe they resonate with me, in one way or the other. They feel their values and my values are same, because not everybody, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, which is only, it's only fair, because not everybody can attract, can be right fit for everybody. Similarly, I think this just, and if you look deeper, I feel that, even in life as well, and I wonder why people, marriages break, they dissolve, and there is a lot more to it than, people just grow out of relationship, and that's all it is, because the vibrations have changed. They've gone in different directions, so that's all. I mean, I'm not trying to be philosophical, but this is something very, very fascinating. And what he talked about, that eventually everything is going to go digital.
Yeah, everything is online. Everything's online.
That's it. but still we are going to all come back to this human connection again, where, you know, I mean, although we all three of us are on this digital platform, but, you know, we can all feel each other's energy still. We feel, you know, we don't need to actually touch or physically see each other, but we can feel the type of person, you know, hopefully we can sense it. So there is something in this universe, I feel that, you know, I mean, I know I've become like an entrepreneur, or I'm a business lady, whatever you want to call now, but I think I like to look deeper things as well, because I think it's just very, very fascinating. I'm
Nice.
still
Okay.
learning.
It's really
How
good.
tall are you?
Are you asking me, or are you asking Sapna?
Sapna. Yes. How tall are you, Sapna?
How tall am I? Oh my God. Why do you need
Are
to
you
know?
tall or short? Or are you
I
5?
am not. I am petite. I am 5'1".
Wow.
I'm not
Okay.
really
So
tall.
you're like, and Rajesh, how tall are you?
That's a good question. I haven't measured, but I think I'm 5'7". I think I am 5'7". Yeah, 5 foot. Well, last time
5'7".
I was measured, I was 5'7".
So 5'7". Right. Okay. So Sapna says we're all like vibrators. So you got a 5'1" vibrator. You got a 5'7" vibrator. How is the connection then? What's the connection in the vibrator? Is it through words? Is it through your energy field? How are you vibrating? How are
I
your
agree with
vibes?
Sapna.
What is vibes? Is
It's
vibration, I assume.
the
It's an
vibes
abbreviation
is
for
the energy.
vibrating.
Our brains are most not only. I've done a lot of
Is that right?
and we can do one other topic about the subconscious mind, and our minds are not only are transmitting, they're receiving. Let me give you an example.
Yes,
Sapna might know about this. Imagine you come up with an idea, right? We're always coming up with ideas, but you don't execute that idea. And then 6 months later, you're going past the shop. Let's just say, you know, you're allowed out, or you sit in the supermarket, and you see, wait a minute, I had an idea for that product. Yes, but you didn't do anything with it. The other person took that idea and brought it into reality. So
That's right.
ideas are not, I know we digress a bit, but ideas are not just for us, right? They're universal. And this is what I'm coming back to. Exactly, I agree with what Sapna says, right? That we all have certain energies, right? I mean, imagine, all right, not you, VJ, because I know you're a very enthusiastic and energetic person, but imagine you're speaking to someone, and the person's, I wouldn't say is down, but they're always complaining. They're always complaining. They're always whining. They're always groaning. They're always, you know, and you can see that your life force is basically being sucked out, because what's happening is they're affecting you. Now, this is not with anyone who's going through tough times, right? But it's just, and I know that person because I used to be that person. I used to complain and moan and complain and whine all the time. I still do it from time to time, but not as much. But and the energy, it affects you. You see, you are the sum of the 5 people that you interact with. And I know with the lockdown, it's not easy, but I agree with Sapna. Your energy levels, or your vibe, as she calls it, can change from time to time. Can even change from minute to minute. You know, sometimes you could feel really on top of the world. Other times you could feel down. And as Sapna knows, as an entrepreneur, you have your ups and downs. Instruction manual when you're born. Yeah, you have to live life. You have to live life. But going back to what you're saying is like the energy and vibes, they all come from here. So your mind is not only a receiving station, it's a transmitting station. So I just wanted to add that to exactly what Sapna was saying. You know, I'm really happy to be here. Obviously, thank you for inviting me again, Vijay.
Yeah, no, this is so true as well. You're right, actually. You know, some people will suck the energy out of us, and some people we love to be, you know, with, you know, to have a chat with them, because just 5 minutes of their company just makes a massive difference. It just brightens your day, you know. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely 100% I agree with that, because
Okay.
I mean, like you also said that in business as well, we go through those, you know, phases as well. We feel right down and then we have
yeah,
an uplift. We've had a one good day and we feel really, you know, happy and everything. But yeah, no, 100% I agree. You feel certain people you want to avoid and you don't quite know why, but there is something, you know, the energy they are transmitting. And, you know, and we just don't want to be part of it because we feel that we really need to conserve that energy,
yeah,
whatever we have. And we
absolutely.
really, that's deep down, that's what it is. There's a lot more depth to it than what we think. I think we're just in such the type of lifestyle we lead. I think we have lost, I don't know, I mean, we've lost that depth, or I think
Mm.
we do have that depth, but I think it's lost somewhere, you know.
I
So
think
definitely,
I think
yeah.
right, Sapna. What I discussed this. I think you weren't there, Vijay, but the last one I had a conversation with Lakhi, and I was saying about when a lot of people are missing face to face going meeting, because what you can do is you can see the eye contact, the body language, and sometimes you click with people instantly. You don't know why, but you
Why?
instantly click with people, and other times you don't. But
Yeah.
with that stopped, you say then you're phoning someone, you've got that connection on the phone because you're visualizing the person. But now you've gone one step behind. So now we're on the Zoom call, or sorry, StreamYard. So say like I get a lot of connections on LinkedIn, right? But people don't even want to find out about me. They just connect with me, and I'm happy to connect. I say I'm happy to connect, and then they just sort of sell to me without finding out about me. I know sometimes that's difficult, because you haven't got that face-to-face connection. You haven't got that rapport. You know, if say we didn't know each other and we met at, I don't know, at a business event, and we suddenly clicked, you know, and say, oh, let's would you like to go for a coffee afterwards or something? You know, you've got an instant connection there. But with other people, sometimes it doesn't work. The connection's not there, and it's not about how they look and what they are. It's a much deeper level than that. But with what's happened with the lockdown restrictions, a lot of people have lost that close connection, and hopefully when this lockdown, and obviously they're dealing with the vaccines, I don't want to get into the political aspect. We can get back to that. But yeah, the world has changed. Like you said, it's a digital world now. Even if you do property, I used to be an estate agent, so for me it was going out, looking at viewings, you know, talking to people, and I really do personally miss that face-to-face connection, because when I used to go to seminars, people would ask me questions and I could impart my knowledge. Now it's a little bit more difficult. So you do this and it's really good what Vijay is doing with these morning consistent, you know, lives that they're doing on YouTube. I think that, and I was looking at one of your older ones, Vijay, and one of your older ones got 150 to 160 views. So if people can't watch this now, they can watch it on the replay. So it's getting out there, because yeah, we are all online. You know, it's and I agree totally with what Sapna says. There's a little bit of a connection, because we are more than just bodies, right? I'm a Hindu, and we believe in without getting too religious, we believe in spirituality, and we believe that you when you were born, yeah, you come into this world, and as you grow old, those are the clothes that you wear, you see, and then when you die, your spirit goes. So we are more than, I mean, a lot of people are scared to be who they really are. You know, there's a lot of and social media has perpetuated it. I know we're digressing a bit, but I'm just saying people don't really show who they are. People actually are even afraid to even. I was on a webinar yesterday with a really successful American entrepreneur, and there was this one guy, really nice guy actually. He was scared of doing Facebook Lives, right? He was very scared of doing it. And the guy was saying, yeah, but the only way to get over that fear is to do it and keep on doing it. It's like when I started my YouTube channel, I was nervous like hell. And if you look at my first YouTube video, talks about my health condition and where I got to. And as I've done it, I've got better and better and better. And now I could turn on the camera and just ad-lib it. And I'm not saying it happened overnight, but you know, this is the new thing that we're doing. You know, this is the new way of dealing with you know, with connections with people. So I thought there's a point in there somewhere, but what I was thinking is I was just reiterating what Sapna was saying. You know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, Rajesh, as well, because you know how people always, we had this thing that you really need to be good in front of the camera and you need to be this and you need to be that. And I think we had that fear as well, you know, that we will not be professional enough or, you know, whatever image we had. So I think, but now because everybody now understands and we all insist that you just need to be natural, you need to be yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to be. You don't need to be.
No.
I get all these. I get a lot of feedback here on my videos saying, "Well, have you done the lighting on this? Have you done this and that?" And one of my coaches said, "Forget all that. Just be yourself, because they're looking for people who are genuinely not trying to come across like without being. And I know it's a bit of a cliche, but authentic. They want to see someone flesh and blood just talk." You know, it's something you just talk, you know, and this is why another reason these things are popular, like these this StreamYard and podcasts. Podcasts are growing as well. But I totally agree with you. I never edit my videos. Even if people ask me to, I never edit them.
No.
I never edit it. I never edit them. And the reason I don't do that, it's like today, we've had technical issues, but we've carried on. And people will think,
continued.
We just continue. And people watching this will realize, these are real people. It's not someone trying to, you know, change the lighting or, you know, I mean, look, I've got a cap on, I've got my tracksuit bottoms on, I'm going for a walk.
Yeah, that's it. We are real people with real problems, real issues in our life. And
and people resonate with that. They relate with that.
People. And we have real people giving us all a big shout. We've got some love hearts and definitely some love hearts. Yes. Love hearts.
Thank you.
Thank you. With you, Sapna, you obviously got a whole group of a tribe of people who are stalking you, the stalking tribe.
I was asked to put this on my page, and then people were asking, what time is it? When is it? And I didn't realize that, you know, people will be so interested. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, you could, because I think you're having a bit of issues with the other platforms. Because I usually go on Facebook.
We've also got a shout out, Mandy. We've got
Mandy Sandu.
We've got John Smith. We have John Smith. We have Mina, and we have Ammar, and we have anybody else. And we have Mr. Ali as well. All of them giving a shout out to everyone here. Okay. Now the topic, what I want to know is, you're saying you're like human vibrators. You're a vibrator. Rajesh is a vibrator. You're giving everyone the right feeling. People want to use you or want to vibrate with you. What is the don't we have different levels of vibrations though?
Yes.
I mean, don't I have a personal vibration which is different to the business vibration? Like Rajesh said, he used to love being out there, talking to people, being in front of him. That's his vibration. That's the positive side of him. Now, is that vibration always the same? Aren't there levels of vibration, Sapna? Don't you have control?
I personally feel
medium speed.
Yes, I personally feel that.
Vibrations.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I personally feel, you know, there is only one vibration. I don't feel that there are, you know, different layers. I mean, not layers, but I think when we were in fact face to face, I think people had a certain way of showing in front of the society. But if you look really deep down, the reality is, I mean, deep down, we only have one, I don't know how to say, we transmit that energy and we can't really help it as well. You know, this is how we are. I think those days have gone where people feel that, okay, you can be someone else and people will take you for that face value. I feel the more we are on social media and we're facing the camera so much, it's very, very hard to put an act on anymore. Like Rajesh just said, just be yourself, be authentic, because there is no need for it, because people can sense it anyway. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So I totally resonate with what
Sapna,
Rajesh said as well. So no, I don't feel.
But Sapna, really looking at it, sometimes don't you have to adjust the level of vibration according to the person you're talking to? Don't you have to, isn't that called empathy? When you change the speed on your vibrator?
I don't personally feel that you have to change it. I think it's somewhere there. It's just when you come across that type of situation or that person who needs that empathy, it automatically it comes
Mm.
comes to the surface. That's how I feel. I don't think one can put an act on, and if they are, other person can sense it. I think we all can sense it. When somebody is being genuine, and I think this is
Yeah.
what genuine means, where we are not putting act on. It's just empathy. We all have empathy. I mean, if we have that inside us, it'll just come to the surface. We've come across that situation where it'll just automatically. Doesn't that happen? We watch something on the telly, and people say, okay, make donation for this cause or that cause, and there is something that comes to the surface in
Yeah.
our personality or in our and we feel this need to give something to the charity, and this is how I feel. We all have it. It just depends how we react to, and then how it's sometimes I think it's hard to I think maybe Rajesh can help me with that. Am I right? I don't know.
I totally agree with what Sapna says. I couldn't say it better myself.
Yes.
I like what Sapna said, that we all have one vibration, and now it's
Yes.
more coming out rather than a face to face. Because there's a saying, right? And I believe with what Sapna said, that you can't fake sincerity. You can't fake sincerity. And I found this when I was an estate agent selling properties, is that people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's a very famous quote by Mayo Angelou. And if you put that when you're meeting people, because they can sense it. They can sense when you're being fake, and unfortunately social media has perpetuated it, and it causes a lot of issues, especially with people that are, I mean, I don't want to sound downbeaten, but when someone is let's take Instagram, for instance. I still don't understand Instagram, but maybe it's not my generation. But there's always people on there saying, oh, look at my car, and look at this, and look at that. Being an entrepreneur, and Sapna would agree with me on this, an overnight success takes 10 years. You can get lucky with a business, yes, but people, I think, are being disingenuous when they say, well, I've just made such and such money in a bank account. Because the other person watching it and saying, oh, well, I've tried all these things, they're not working. How's that person doing this and I'm not doing this? Like you said, there needs to be a bit of a deeper connection. You need to, if you're not yourself, then who are you? I like this quote saying that you need to be yourself because everyone else has been taken. We're all unique. We're all unique. Everything about us is unique. Even identical twins are unique. They don't have the same fingerprint. You have all your ideas, and I think what you're saying, Sapna, is also that people bring a lot of emotional baggage to they have a lot of mental baggage that they bring to. Let's. I know I'm digressing a bit. Let's just take online trolls, right? Sapna would put a post on, right? I would say, great post, Sapna, and I would like and comment it because I admire what she does. I understand where she's coming from, because starting a business is so hard, whether you're doing rent to rent or whatever. So I admire her for doing that. But then you get another person saying, oh yeah, well, it's all right for you, la la la, Sapna. You've you're really successful. What they haven't seen is the amount of hard work, the failure, the rejection, the sleepless nights that you've had.
That's right.
All the effort that you put to take that business on. It's really funny, Sapna. I put a post on I usually share other people's posts because sometimes I'm lazy to do my own posts. So I thought, all right, people get asking me, well, they keep looking at my profile and say, who is this guy? He keeps sharing other people's posts. So I put a post on because people were putting posts on and saying, oh, I've just started a business and I've made this much money. So I was like, okay, I'm getting a bit fed up with this. Not a rant, but I'm going to put what the challenges are of starting a business on both Facebook and LinkedIn. Right. So I left it for a couple of days. I didn't go on LinkedIn. I checked people's profile. It got the most views I've ever had.
Wow.
Because I was being honest. I was saying it's hard, right? You can do it. It's hard, right? And I maybe one day, VJ, when you call me back, I'll talk about. In fact, I was thinking about my next topic will be how to deal with failure and rejection, because it's something that people deal with on a daily basis, and they get scared. Right. You know. That's right. So I was just saying to Sapna that. You know, we're talking about businesses. You started businesses. Sapna started business. I'm in the process of launching my business. And people on, say, social media say, oh, I started this business. I've got so and so many clients. I've got so and so many properties. What they don't see is, and other people say that and say, oh, it's all right for you because you've done this, or your parents gave you loads of money, or this and that. What they don't see is the years of struggle. The rejection when when you can't get money to pay for groceries, right? Because you're investing in your business, they don't see it. Yeah. No. So I put a post on Facebook and LinkedIn, like I was saying to Sapna, sorry to repeat. I said, all right, I've had enough of this. I don't know, something just switched in my brain and said, I want to tell people the truth about starting a business. If you want to start a business, you can. But running a business and starting a business are totally different things. You need different skill sets. So it got the most views I've ever had on LinkedIn. So I just wanted to put it out there. But
no, this is another example. People just resonated with what you said. There's so much reality, and it was so authentic what you said. And this is how we face our business on a day-to-day basis. It's not as easy, as great as people
it's
think.
Not a walk in a park. It's not.
It's not. It's not. Yeah.
And I just want to say, I admire both of you and Lakhi and people that come on here who have gone out there, taking their time to share their knowledge, skills, and expertise with people. Yeah. Because I think it's needed. I think I genuinely think it's needed, and I'm not just saying that. I genuinely think it's needed. You know, you're giving up your time to come on here in the morning, you know, and share your message, and I think that's very admirable. I always admire and inspired by people like yourself.
Yeah. Similarly here. I mean, I listen. I mean, I think Rajesh, you were on, I think last week, and I was listening, and it was really interesting, and I could connect with whatever you were saying. So it's lovely when you hear, you know, like authentic views of authentic people from, you know, so you're doing great job here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Means a lot.
No, that's amazing. Yeah, no, I think we've had some deep conversation here. It's not everyone's cup of tea again, but people who will resonate with it will maybe think deeper in that way as well. They'll start thinking like that.
I have to say this is one of the best sessions I've attended, because even what you said about the energy and VJ, let me reiterate what you were saying. I felt like this as well. You know, when you go in networking events, I put on my professional game face on, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah. And then at home, I'm different. Yeah. And then when I started saying, I said, well, technically, I am the same person. So why do I compartmentalize?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we do this as human beings? I never understand that. It's rather like, for want of a better word, you've got nail varnish on. I'm not just saying I put nail varnish, but maybe you put nail varnish. You've got your nails, right? But trust me, I'm working out this analogy. And then you're taking off the what's the thing called, nail stuff?
The nail varnish.
The nail varnish off, and then what you do is you put mud on your hand, then you put more mud on your hand, and then you put more mud on your hand, and then you put more mud on your hand. And what it is, your hand is your actual authentic self. And then the mud
That's
that you
right.
keep putting on it is layers
There's
and
no
layers
need.
and layers of your inauthentic self.
That's
So
right.
and then what you have to do is you have to scrape away all the mud, you know, to
Yeah,
get back to
very
your
true.
authentic self. And I think this is what you're saying. This is what's happening right now. Well, I hope it's happening because I like you said, if we've got one vibration, that's brilliant, and it's less confusing because a lot of people also, sorry for dominating the conversation, but imposter syndrome.
No.
This is another thing that people suffer from. They suffer from will they get found out? It's probably a topic for another time, but I just want to bring it in here. But let me tell you out there that a lot of the most successful people suffer from imposter syndrome.
That's right. Yeah.
Actors, actresses, successful entrepreneurs, because they think to themselves, I'm going to get found out. I'm going to get found out. One day they're going to tap me on the shoulder and say, the game is up. The gig is up. We know who you really are.
Yeah.
But I think imposter syndrome is another, it's not, I've got to be careful how I say this. It's not a level of your self-worth. It's just something that your perception, you're perceiving out there, you know.
That's right. Yeah.
So if you then, like I said, take all the mud off and work at one vibration. And what you were talking about earlier, Vijay, very interesting, is say you're going to an event and the person's vibration might be lower than you. And I like what Sapna said, is what you need to do is you need to align it. So you don't need to change it, you need to align it in a way so that you're working at a similar vibration. And sometimes you will find that you are not able to do that. Maybe first time with someone. I mean, I've met people.
Yeah.
I met one person who was just abrupt like that, just shut me down. And I said, okay, fine. I can understand.
We're running in the last 2 minutes of today's show, and it's interesting. I'm going to have the last 30 seconds with you. Sapna, tell me, as a summary of today, how do you learn to turn your wounds into wisdom, even though you're a vibrating machine? Tell me.
How do I learn to turn my wounds in what? Sorry.
Into wisdom.
To become
So
a better
into wisdom.
Your pain into power, I think, is the other.
That's
yes.
I think you don't really consciously make any effort, but I think your wounds will teach you anyway. You know, if you are smart enough, you know never to repeat again and be more intelligent when you are dealing with a similar type of situation. That's all I can say. You know, so
consider better myself.
Learn to look at what happened to you and not repeat the mistake again. And for you, sir, Rajesh Malhotra, the last 30 seconds, please tell us, how do you learn to turn your wounds into wisdom?
Well, what I used to do was I used to make the mistakes and make them again. And then I don't know if you heard of what's called modeling. Tony Robbins talks about it a lot. Why learn from your own mistakes when sometimes you can learn from other people's? This is why I believe in the power of what Sapna does, coaching and mentoring. Because when you're doing something, whether you're in a job, career, I don't know, business, want to do property, you sometimes get too close to what's going on. You can't see the wood for the trees. So you need someone else to show you the way, like a cheerleader. They won't do it for you. However, what they will do is they will hold you accountable and say, you know, if you did this, this would be the result. And I do coaching myself, so if anyone's interested, I'm looking for people. But just exactly what someone said.
She's on
exactly
here,
what. Yeah.
Giving a shout out to everyone.
I think you're cutting up again, Vijay. Are you there?
Summarize.
He's breaking up.
It's breaking up. I think it's the connection sometimes.
Connection, yeah.
Yeah.
That need to have new nail polish on, and some of this are actually making sure that they learn from their mistakes.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. So we are both co-hosting the show then. I
All
think.
right.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Um,
Oh,
are we supposed to continue? I'm not too sure. It's past 9
let's,
o'clock. I mean,
I'm free if you are.
yeah, yeah.
I'd like to hear more about your course actually. The mindset course, and because I'm always looking at other. I'm always looking to connect. And in fact, I'm actually looking to interview people for a YouTube channel, and then obviously I'm gonna try and do my own webinar and eventually my podcast. So if you're ever interested,
Okay.
let me know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.